This conference will now be recorded.
Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So
Yes, we can see.
yesterday we had created one component, lightning component. We played with some attributes or variables, and we called the action function also. Action function, what I mean, the server side function. So let's talk about these things as well. See, this is the component markup. Component markup means when we create the component, it has set of tags. For example, this is the tag and it has some inner tags as well. There are some more tags. So these are the component markup tags as we have. Another is component namespace. So understand what is this component namespace. See, basically when we execute our application, our component, so we put that into the application. So when we put any component inside application, we use syntax that is C column component name, and here C is the namespace. So this is the default namespace. It might be you have namespace in your org. Let's say you have NBC. So whatever the namespace you have in your org, in the act namespace, you will be going to put here. So here either C means default namespace. Though you have namespace in your Salesforce org, you can use C. Then you have the options. Either you can use C or you can use namespace of your org. Okay, any doubt in that?
No, it's clear.
And there is component bundle.
Yeah, Naresh, so what's the use of namespace here? Why we are using while calling the component in application? Why we are putting a namespace in front of that?
That is the sales lightning syntax.
Okay, thank you.
Or that is the way to call the component.
Thank you, Naresh.
Okay. So another thing is component bundle. See, when we create lightning component, we have set of things: component, controller, helper, style, documentation, design. All these are the bundle in form of bundle. When we create any component in lightning, it comes with 7 other things, other different uses. Because controller has its different use. Same thing with helper, style. When we want to include any designing thing, we want to use custom HTML or custom CSS, we put that in the style tag. Documentation, like whatever you are doing in the application on the component, you can document that. Render, if you want to render something, uh, every time you can use render. Design, when you want to provide different attributes to the either app builder or the communities or the designer, flow designer. Then we use design tag, and another is SVG. Here we put icons, or or the URL of icons, I'll say images. So this is the component bundle. Another is component IDs.
What is the abbreviation of SVG?
SVG is also, I think so. We don't have any full form of SVG.
Okay.
So SVG basically we use for the icons. Or I think so full form will be, if I talk about in terms of HTML, so SVG full form will be scalable vector graphics.
Okay.
In terms of HTML. Okay, another thing is component ID. So when we create the component, we declare, we create ID as well. We can define normal ID attribute, and we can define our IDs as well. So I will be, when I will be creating the component, and will be using both ID as well as or ID. So I hope you can. So this is the part of the assignment. You can create an input form to save the records in backend. Guys, can you make a note of this assignment?
Yeah, we are doing the rest.
Okay. Or I'll tell you. Let me send it on the chat here. Copy. Last one you can wait in. I have texted. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to use, guys, you can use either UI input or you can use Lightning input to create the input form. And there are two things. Either you can use your attributes to set the values to the backend, or okay, I'll do one thing. Uh, Let me show you one using the attributes, and the second one you can do at your end. Is it okay?
Sure.
Let me create lightning component. So this is my another component. Let me create one Apex class also. Guys, be focused on that. Quickly, I will be wrapping it. Controller equals to Apex class name or attribute name. Let's say first name, type is string, last name. Lightning column input, type is text, label is first name. These are the attributes, and how you can see the attributes, I'll tell you. So this is the component library. If you want to find out anything related to the lightning, even lightning tags, let's say as we are using input tag, so what are the attributes supported by this lightning input, we can find out here. Yeah, sure. So we are using lightning input. So what is the purpose of, for opening this library and showing it to you guys? If you want to identify what are the supported attributes, what are the attributes supported by the lightning input, we can identify in the documentation or specification. See, attributes, you can see like what are the things we can use: body, name, value, variant, disable. So we can use all these. You can see there are a lot. And we can apply validation as well. Let's preview it. So we have created these two. Let me see what we missed. We are not having label as of now. First name, last name. As of now, the width of inputs is really big, but we can control it, and we can apply the validation as well. Let's suppose I want to make these required. So same thing. We have required attribute here. This one. Now see the magic. I have just click on that and remove. Click on the outer side. So it's required now. Not they are not necessary. As of now, I have just put those. Same thing here. If you want to add your custom message, it's a default standard message. Complete this field. So we can use a custom message as well here. Message when value is missing. See, please enter first name. Here I didn't give, so here I am having only the complete this field. Make it clear, guys, or any doubt so far? Ankur,
Yes, we are clear.
Archit, Archit boss, are you okay? So guys, what I'm asking, do you have any doubts so far, or it makes sense? Is it clear?
No doubt as of now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Ankur, tell me. Okay, Ankur, so be focused. If you are not able to understand anything, let me know. Now, when we enter the values, let me enter some value here. Mr. Kumar. Now that was mandatory. We have given the value. Now see the difference. So let me put button here. We have this button now. Let's save the data. So let me enter some value here. If I click on this save record, I should have those values in the controller. See these. So anyone, any doubt so far how these values are coming to the JavaScript controller here? Anyone, any question? See, basically, Ankur, I have declared two attributes here, first name and last name. These are the variable as we declare a variable in the Apex class. I'm using both variables in the input here, v dot first name, v dot last name. I'm using v because these are the variables. So whenever we access variables, we use v dot variable name. So first name and the last name. So whatever the value I will be entering these input box, these values will automatically bind with these variables. Let's suppose I have entered ABCD, this thing. So this value is automatically bind with the first name. Or when I typed anything here also, so this value is bind with the last name. What I'm doing in the controller, I'm pressing this button save record. This button is calling our controller function, this function, and I'm getting those value here. Component.get this syntax, component.get v dot first name and v dot last name. Here I am using console.log to print this. Now let's send these values to the database.
Yeah, Ravi, how to check this debug logs in this show.log, and after that how you check that by pressing what this button. This is
Inspecting
inspect.
the element.
Okay, so there is no we cannot check by debugging logs, clicking the options that are coming. Can you check the explain?
I did get you, Arjit. Hello. Now see how we can set the parameters to the Apex class. Now let me create one function in Apex. Public static void insert, and here I will be declaring two attributes as well. First name comma last name. See, we need to make this function or enabled as well. Otherwise it won't work. Console.log means, Ankur, if you want to debug, you want to print something, we use console.log because we were able to see those values here. This is the console, and we are printing that, we are logging those values. If I press this button, you can see Archit Singh, another value. Okay,
Yeah, Ravi, why that error had arrived? Why that came?
so let me show you that. Read this error, what it means.
Insert context. Okay, okay. We are not calling the insert contact method on the controller.
It was not able to find out that function. We got success means we were able to call the function. Now let's see the values in the debug log. First name, last name, and we can now insert those. Let's create instance of contact. So I'm creating the record. I click on the save record. I got success. Let's see. We must have record in the backend. Let's see. Check with this ID whether we do have record in the backend. Okay, we got the record. Now the same thing. Let's suppose I have 20 parameters here, 20 input fields. So with this approach, with current approach, I need to declare 20 attributes. So that is not the best practice. Better to use instance of the object and then wrap those values with that instance and then save it. So next assignment is create your input form and save using the object. For example, I'll give you a quick help. Let's suppose you need to save the contact records. You can define one attribute or a attribute name type contact default. You need to give default values as well, and you can wrap it here like v dot contact dot first name. So now you can directly use this variable for all the fields, and you can send a single variable to the backend as well, to the Apex. So this is the assignment you need to do as a homework. Okay, guys.
Yeah, Naresh, can you please send it on email and previous one also?
You need code.
No, no, I mean question. The previous
अच्छा,
assignment you
ठीक है.
gave us, yes.
I'll send.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. So bye bye. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.
Thank you, bye bye.